Hey there, rock stars. Sarah Rockin' Robbins here, author of the best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. Shout out below if you got it. Creator of the CD series, the Rockstar Recruiting School, and my new one for leaders, the Masterclass Edition. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rockstar Recruiting School Live. Shout out below. Tell me who you are, where you're tuning in from, and drop in a number 1 in the comments below if this is your first time watching. I want to make sure that I welcome you. Remember, guys, you can click the share button to share this live training onto your team pages, because the more who know, the greater you grow. And of course, if you share, you get a chance for a shout out, that is. Guys, I literally just got in from a weekend-long retreat with my leaders, and let me just tell you, we had an incredible time. I treated them to a world-class spa, literally just first-class dining, some incredible gifts, and a huge surprise. If you didn't follow me on my personal social media page, you can see it there. But we had the leading expert in leadership, like in the world, top-selling, best-selling author, John C. Maxwell, come and train, and it truly was an incredible time together. And you know, you talked on all things leadership, and the topic that I'm going to share with you today is something that really got my wheels spinning. And that is how to work with the working, or sometimes you guys like to say work with the willing, but I like to say, you know, how do you know they're willing? Well, they're working, because everybody says they're willing. Work with the working and how to love the rest, or provide systems for the rest. I love what one of my leaders says. She says, how do you know people that are willing? You watch their feet and not their mouths, because everybody says they want to do it. But the question is, are they really doing it? Okay, that's how we know. So work with the working and love the rest. And really, how do you love them? It's by creating systems and team culture, which, by the way, if you need help on creating systems for your team, get this, and then also get my leadership CD series on my site, sarahrobbins.com, the masterclass, and it teaches you exactly how to create systems for your team. But here's a few takeaways from our retreat. One of the things that John Maxwell said, and I'm reading my notes, is, you know, we can love people for free, but to get one-on-one with them, they have to earn our time. Everybody gets equal love, but not everybody gets equal time. That's just not how the world works. It's not how work works. It's not how business works. Could you imagine if John Maxwell had to be one-on-one with the hundreds or maybe thousands of people that he has representing and working for his organization? You know, sometimes leaders will hear these complaints, you know, oh, so-and-so, leader Susie Q, let's say, she only works with the leaders. Now, guys, I want you to really think about that. Is that really true? You know, a lot of times what leaders do, good leaders establish systems for their team so everybody can plug in. Everybody can learn and grow, right? Everybody has the same opportunity to plug in and work up the ranks. But where they're going to spend a lot of their one-on-one time, majority is going to be personal recruiting, working with new people, but working with leaders as well. You know, if you're a leader and you've had somebody say that to you, you can say, you know what, I'm meeting with so-and-so, Jane Doe, such and such leader, because they're producing. And when you produce, or when you hit this benchmark or this milestone, I'll be doing that with you too. Again, as you know, if you read my book, I'm not talking about new people, because new people deserve your time. You're not responsible for their success or failure. You're responsible to get them off to a fast start. My book will teach you how. But I'm talking about people who've been in it for years. They want your time 24/7, and maybe they're saying, oh, you know what, I'm not successful because I'm not getting enough of her time. No, if there's systems in place for your organization, you have the ability to plug in and to be successful and to take the lead, to be a student of your business and put forth the work that it takes. But to qualify for top leaders one-on-one time, you've got to be producing too. Last night, a top leader in our company was training on our national call, and she said something like this. She said, delayed coachability is basically being uncoachable. It's not coachability at all. She tells her children, delayed obedience is disobedience. So thank you, Lauren Lopez, for that. But delayed coachability is uncoachability. You're not coachable at all. Her recommendation was, you know, if you're sitting here and you're saying to the upline, hey, I need to, you know, get more help on this, that, or the other, she says, you know what? I tell them, go back and do the last thing that I asked you to do. If it's to schedule an event, schedule an event. If it's to bring me your contact list, bring me your contact list. Guys, the reality is, John Maxwell was saying this, If you're working with people, if you're spending all of your time working with people who aren't producing, they become dependent on you and they will never produce. They will never reach their potential. Think about that, even with a child, right? That you could create that dependence on. They have to eventually become responsible and accountable. So don't just spend your time meeting with people on your team who have potential. Spend your hard working time. I always say 90% of your time should be personal recruiting and, of course, working with your new people. And then that time that you have left over, meeting with the people who show you the potential, your leaders and your aspiring leaders. I'm going to say it again. Don't meet with people who you think have potential because they have to think it. They have to be willing. They have to be working. Thank you for everybody who's sharing. Don't meet with the people who have potential. Meet with the people who show you potential. You might put some milestone markers or some activity things in place to get that one-on-one coaching time with your team. Again, if you guys need help with systems for your team, some basics are here in my book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. And there's some really awesome success systems for leaders in my new CD series, the Masterclass Edition, over at sarahrobbins.com. Did this help, guys? If you've got any questions or comments, post them below. Make sure to share it with your team. And I hope you guys have a great day. God bless. Mwah! And goodbye for now. Rock on, rock stars.